It was Sunday, September 11th, 1988. The sun rose over Jamaica just like any other day. Church bells rang, children played barefooted on dusty roads, and farmers tended to their fields with a hopeful spirit. There was talk of a storm named Gilbert forming out in the Atlantic, but many Jamaicans, used to warnings that often passed them by, did not feel overly concerned. Some prepared, others prayed, but no one truly knew what was coming. By Monday, September 12th, the air had changed. It was hot, still, and unusually quiet. The Jamaica Meteorological Service issued alerts. Radios buzzed with bulletins. Gilbert is now a Category 3 hurricane, heading straight for Jamaica. Suddenly, panic set in. Supermarkets were overrun. Batteries, candles, tinned food, and kerosene flew off the shelves. Farmers rushed to gather livestock. Fishermen secured their boats. Families nailed plywood to windows and tied down zinc roofs with rope and stone. Grandmothers called children into prayer, while men and women alike strengthened their homes with anything they could find. On the morning of Tuesday, September 13th, Hurricane Gilbert made landfall on the eastern side of Jamaica, near St. Thomas, with winds up to 135 km/h and gusts reaching 175 km/h. It roared across the island like a lion with no mercy. Trees were snapped like matchsticks, and homes were flattened in seconds. The zinc rooftops that once sheltered families became flying blades, tearing through the sky. Rivers overflowed. Bridges washed away. Light poles fell like dominoes. Entire communities, especially in Kingston, Clarendon, St. Mary, and Manchester, were devastated. The Blue Mountains trembled. Landslides blocked roads, and the island went dark. No electricity, no water, no phone lines. Gilbert had swallowed Jamaica whole. But even in the eye of the storm, the Jamaican spirit stood strong. Neighbors sheltered neighbors. Churches opened their doors. People formed human chains to rescue those trapped in flooding homes. Men climbed through the wind to pull children from danger. Women boiled soup on coal pots and shared what little they had. And when the eye of the storm passed overhead, bringing a strange calm for an hour, many used that brief window to run outside, assess the damage, and rescue the injured. They knew the worst was not over. Gilbert's second half was coming. When Gilbert finally left Jamaica on the evening of September 13th, it had left 45 people dead and over $4 billion Jamaican dollars in damage. Over 100,000 homes were destroyed or damaged. The island looked like a war zone, but from that ruin, resilience rose. Jamaicans began rebuilding from the very next day. They cleared roads, patched roofs, and helped strangers, like family. Aid came from abroad, but it was the community unity that kept many alive. Folk songs were written, one of the most famous being Wild Gilbert by Lovendeer, using humor to cope with tragedy. It became a cultural anthem of survival. Hurricane Gilbert was the most powerful hurricane to strike Jamaica in the 20th century. It left scars, but it also revealed the strength, unity, and faith of the Jamaican people. They say Gilbert took their homes, but it couldn't take their hope. It couldn't take their spirit. Jamaica would never be the same again. But Jamaicans rose stronger than ever. Out of every storm comes a lesson, and from every ruin rises a stronger people. Gilbert may have come wild, but Jamaica stood firm. Thank you for watching. Please to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you want to hear more of Jamaica folklore. Also, turn on your notification bell to get notified when a next content is posted. Walk good and see you soon.